Okay, talking about Prince, we look at a man who was so talented, he felt otherworldly. Prince was a king of melody, but he lived in a world of silence. While he was making thousands of people dance, he was secretly suffering in agony. On April 21, 2016, the music stopped. Prince was found alone in an elevator in his Paisley Park home. There was no blood, no struggle, and no noise. Just a silent shutdown. He was 57 years old, but his body was much older. Years of splits, jumps, and legendary performances in a 4-inch heels had destroyed his hips. He was in constant burning pain to stay on stage. He needed relief. This is the point where the gift of sleep and the gift of comfort becomes a trap. Prince wasn't looking for a high, he was looking for functionality. He wanted to be able to walk without crying. Regrettably, this led him to the world of opioids. But in the final weeks of his life, he wasn't just taking medicine, he was taking a lottery ticket of
with our eyes.
You see, Prince reportedly thought he was taking Vicodin, a common painkiller made of hydrocodone and acetaminophen, but the pills found in his system were fake. They were counterfeit. They were pressed to look like Vicodin, but they were actually pure fentanyl. Adding a glue to that, think of your brain like a car engine. To keep the car running and your body breathing, the spark plugs must fire regularly. Inside your brain, you have docking stations called mu opioid receptors. Normal painkillers like morphine or tramadol are like a gentle hand, turning a volume knob down on your pain, but fentanyl is different. Fentanyl is like a 10-ton weight dropped onto the breathing button. When fentanyl hits these mu opioid receptors, it doesn't just stop the pain, it stops the reflex. It tells the brain you don't need to breathe anymore. It silences the brain. In medicine, we call this respiratory depression because fentanyl is 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount, the size of 2 grains of salt, is enough to kill an adult. Prince's brain simply muted his lungs. He didn't choke, he just stopped. The autopsy of Prince was a masterclass in toxicology. They found fentanyl levels in his blood that were exceedingly high. Even more chilling was that the forensic team found in his home aspirin bottles and vitamin containers that were actually filled with these fake Vicodin pills. This is why forensics is so important. It proves that even a billionaire can be a victim of a bad bash on the street. He thought he was taking Vicodin, but he didn't know that he was taking a fake. Prince was a survivor of many things, but he could not survive the home pharmacy trap. So let us all know that he wasn't a junkie, he was a victim of the opioid crisis. He was trying to manage pain in private because of the stigma. If he had sought professional supervised pain management in a clinical setting rather than relying on private sources, the king of purple might still be with us today. So think about it. Respect the dose, respect the life. If you don't respect the chemistry of the body will eventually stop responding to the chemistry of life. Thank you.